And there's the record for Riddick Bowe: 30 wins, 0 losses, 26 knockouts coming in. And there's a look at Pierre COETZER's record: 39 wins, 2 losses. Both losses against Bernard Benton and Ocasio were eventually avenged. Benton by knockout, Ocasio in a 10-round decision just a few months after Evander Holyfield collected his victory. Tail of the tape, these are two big heavyweights, 6'5" and 6'4". You see Bowe's weight of 245. Most ringside observers believe he weighs somewhere closer to 235 and was messing with our minds at the weigh-in. COETZER is in great shape at 215.
Right there, I'm not going to call it low, okay? You've already been through the instructions one time. Pick a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Let's get it on.
If he gets past a couple of rounds, it could be a long, tough fight.
Round 1 begins. Riddick Bowe exceptionally relaxed, even playful in the ring in the minutes before the fight. That could be good, George, or it could mean that he hasn't taken the task seriously enough.
He's like a little baby. You look at his face and you got to fall in love with Riddick Bowe. But believe me, tonight, he's in against a real fighter.
No love match as Pierre COETZER, after a pre-fight battle over the question of what kind of gloves would be worn, they eventually settled on the ones that Riddick Bowe favored. They are particularly devastating against fighters who cut easily, and that is one of COETZER's weak points.
This isn't the COETZER I've seen in the past. He starts off normally a little quicker and a little more vicious.
Hook by COETZER, goes to the body with the left. Bowe firing the jab, and there's the overhand right. Now COETZER knows what he wants to do and begins to press forward. COETZER doesn't have a lot of head movement. He is not a safety-first fighter.
This is the most I've seen.
Good straight right hand. Left hook just missed for Bowe. Now the right hand lands. And again, 2 right hands by Bowe. COETZER with another left hand, and Bowe lands the right twice more. We've got a first-round brawl, and Pierre COETZER is getting hit too much.
Bowe has got hit in the face with a good left hook right there.
Uppercut for Bowe, left hook for COETZER, and what a last minute of round 1.
When he does like this early in the round, COETZER was measured. Good straight right hand. And one of the things we have found out about COETZER is he can't hurt Bowe. The question is, can Bowe hurt him?
From close range, round 2 begins. Will they pick up the tempo the way they left off in the last minute of round 1?
I think the pushing and shoving sure favors Bowe because he's weighing so much more. COETZER is doing something he definitely doesn't like to do. It's move backwards.
Good left by COETZER. Now Bowe backs up and comes back with a left hook of his own. Left hand shot by Bowe. Wobbled COETZER. More pushing and shoving in the center of the ring. COETZER breaks away with a left and a right. They are landing a lot of punches. These are clean shots. Already there's some blood right by the right nostril of Pierre COETZER. He's accustomed to wars. They are not boxing matches. Hard right hand shot by Bowe, and another, and COETZER's in serious trouble. Now Pierre COETZER tries to react. Not covering up. And begin moving side to side, which isn't his game.
Not his game at all.
Long right hand by COETZER, who appears to think that he may need a knockout to ward off Bowe.
Sometimes when you're in there like that, when a guy hits you, you just don't believe it. COETZER just don't believe this guy can hit that hard.
Well, in pre-fight news conferences, COETZER was given to comparing Bowe with Jose Ribalta, a fighter he recently beat. Those who are in love with Bowe would say he's no Jose Ribalta.
Take a look at BOWE.
That right hand hurts.
Now that comes from center field, not left field.
Okay? Don't throw it out there. Wait till you get to the corner. Okay.
Good jab. All the way down in the back. And the second thing is, BOWE has never been in a long, really hard. If this guy can last it.
Unless he lands 3 of those right hands in a row, in which case he may give Coetzer the nap he says he would give him.
He's got to stop mixing it up. Pierre Coetzer is tough and mean.
You see the guts of Pierre Coetzer. He has felt that right hand and just keeps coming back. The crowd oohing and eyeing after the uppercut that snapped. Every time BOWE lands the heavy right hand, Coetzer's head bobs around as though he's a rag doll. But every time Pierre straightens up and comes back.
I think thus far, BOWE has demonstrated a lot more courage than I had given him credit for.
Well, courage in fighting with those shorts split all the way up down the back.
It's a new style.
If this is a 12-round fight, our audience will see things they've never seen before, even on HBO.
The thing about a fight, when you train a long time, you get to sparring with too many guys, and you get into the fight, and you end up sparring.
Another right hand. And if you wind up with a sparring match here, whom does that favor?
11th round, but he knows he's not going to get a first, second round knockout. Now, BOWE is giving him unnecessary courage that may cost him the rest of the fight.
And BOWE's giving him opportunities that he doesn't have to give him.
And Pierre Coetzer is not a fake. He's real.
Well, one problem for Coetzer, guys. The left eye is starting to close up already. Those right hands have done a job on Pierre Coetzer's left eye. Oh, an uppercut that just wailed onto Coetzer's chin. But look at him stand there and take it.
Coetzer starting to jab with the back of his glove. I'm surprised the referee hasn't stopped in to warn him a little bit about that.
Right hand just missed. An oohing and dying kind of fight. You see the puffiness and the closing of Pierre Coetzer's left eye.
This is Riddick BOWE, and I guess at this point we have to start asking ourselves, how much power does BOWE have? Because he has hit Coetzer with some murderous punches. Now here's Coetzer later in the round, hanging in there, landing his own right hand. We know Coetzer is not a big puncher.
Come on, let's go. It's rock time.
I think that Coetzer's fought under these circumstances so often that it's not going to bother him. It's about BOWE. Can he say, I think the only thing that's going to keep him energized is the closing of that eye.
Look at the left hands by Coetzer. Oh. So BOWE's going to learn something here, even if he wins the fight.
Punch out, come on, punch out. 2 hands.
Because of his talent?
Because of his talent and because of his love for mankind. Pierre Coetzer, hey, this guy's a great, wonderful fella. He loves Joe Louis. He loves Joe Frazier. He's imitating those guys when he fights.
He wishes.
Not much we have to tell you about this. I mean, it's fairly obvious it's happening here. 2 guys trading shots at close range.
Good body punch by BOWE.
That would be a new tactic for BOWE to go to the body. Ooh, just missed with a wild right.
Normally when heavyweights fight, you only see them land this many punches in the movies.
Believe me, you won't see it much more. I think the BOWE's left jab, if he would keep it up.
Well, this is the kind of fight that everybody wants to see Evander Holyfield have against a real contender. So no matter who wins tonight, you've got to look ahead November 13 with some excitement.
Now, BOWE ran his first right hand to the chest this time. That could cost Pierre Coetzer later on.
30 seconds to go in round 4. Pierre Coetzer's left eye becoming a bloody mess. It's happened before. It's not the first time in his career.
Riddick BOWE get past this fight. Believe me, nothing can stop him from becoming champion of the world.
So you're picking him to beat Holyfield?
No doubt in my mind. But I don't pick him to win this fight tonight.
There's another right hand to the chest by Riddick Bowe. Coetzer heaves aside as he comes back to the corner.
Just watch Bowe. He just doesn't know any way to go except forward. Takes a punch right on the nose.
Both eyes now cut and bleeding for Pierre Coetzer. Bowe's landed 49% of 106 jabs so far in the fight. You say it's a devastatingly effective jab, George.
Harold, how quickly, how do you have the fight?
Larry, 40 to 30.
Gave him the third round incident.
Pierre Coetzer is moving to Bowe.
Maybe because of the punishment he's taken, or maybe because of the problem with eyesight, Coetzer's punch output is beginning to slow down. And at this point, every time he separates them, Mills Lane peers into Coetzer's eyes to see how bad it is. Good jab by Coetzer. Bowe responds with his own jab and follows with the right hand, just missing. Now Coetzer with a right hand to the chest.
Go forward. He's come too far away from home to have this thing stopped on the cut.
That's right. So he needs to create the impression that he's still willing and ready to fight.
That's right.
Good uppercut by Bowe. Coetzer just stands there and throws back.
He's got to stand up.
I mean, Bowe, why you're saying Coetzer is just that tough?
Yeah, he's got to step tough.
You need only spend 5 minutes with Pierre Coetzer and Alan Towiel to recognize that these guys would never have been supporters of that policy.
Not at all. This is a lovely guy who loves everybody. And let me tell you, Riddick Bowe is a damaging hard right-hand puncher.
Oh! And a left. And finally, Coetzer backs up. That was a blistering right-hand, left-hand combination.
There's a left, a right. Good punch followed by another left. All hard punches by Riddick Bowe.
Lane took another glance.
Pierre Coetzer is not seeing good out of that right eye at all.
Well, frankly, George, this is a little bit the way you looked toward the end of the Stewart fight. But you don't remember that.
I resent that remark.
And as the eyes close up, Bowe's connect percentage rises. It's like a snowball going downhill. Bowe delivering more and more punishment. Coetzer in more and more trouble as he tries to respond.
Yes.
It is a cheeky effort, no question about it. Oh, what a right hand by Coetzer in close. Well, where would he go to take these off and put those on, though? It wouldn't matter to Penthouse. It might matter to HBO. Ah, what the heck. Well, you showed remarkable courage against Alex Stewart. We were all impressed and breathtaken by it. This guy's doing the same thing.
He's got lots of courage, and it's a compliment to his trainers and the people who believe in him. Good right hand by Pierre Coetzer.
He's thrown a couple of them.
Bowe's left jab is working like magic now.
Low blow by Bowe, followed by a right hand to the chin. Tough call for Mills Lane. He was going down from the low blow, and Bowe rocked him with the right hand shot to the side of the head.
Didn't look like a low blow to me. It just
Wait a minute. He's taking a point away from Bowe.
TKO. You can't win on a low blow.
All right, let's look at the replay now. There's the punch.
All right.
And you could see it was down around Tierra del Fuego. It was a very low blow, and then he followed it with a right hand.
So now Coetzer has a reasonable period of time, and he deems himself recovered and goes back to work against Riddick Bowe. The crowd cheers for Mills Lane as well as for Pierre Coetzer.
Didn't seem to hurt Bowe.
Gentlemen, Pierre Coetzer has never been knocked out. It's hard to see for the moment. Maybe as hard to see from our vantage point as it is hard for him to see the punches coming from the gloves of Riddick Bowe. eventful round 6 comes to a close. Eddie Futch. What a trainer.
A guy who once sparred with Joe Louis.
And Riddick says that he is intensely awake. Threw 31 jabs in round 6, according to punch-stat numbers, George, and landed 20 of them. Yeah, particularly for 6 more rounds.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stand for much more of that. This is a real protective state. They really care about the boxer.
It helped you that you were judged to be ahead in the fight at the time that your eyes were in the kind of trouble they were in against Stewart. This guy is clearly losing the fight. That doesn't help him.
My eyes were never cut.
I must say they look immaculate now.
Ooh, that uppercut has been the most devastating punch of this whole fight by Riddick Bowe.
He'll get a chance to throw that uppercut against Holyfield on November 13th.
Let me tell you, Riddick Bowe is on his way to becoming the next heavyweight champ of the world today. Ooh, a good left hook by PIERRE. Hurt Bowe. Bowe is hurt.
And there's
Bowe is hurt again.
Now let's see if Coetzer knows it and can do anything about it.
Get him up.
Well, Coetzer couldn't do anything with it. He has the biggest body of any of the young heavyweight contenders. Riddick is tall, but not as heavy through the thighs and the belly and the chest as Riddick Bowe.
Riddick Bowe has been hurt, and his corner should let him shout, use your jab, and stay back a little bit.
Oh, uppercut again. Coetzer in serious trouble. Mills Lane 1 punch away from stopping it, and there it is. End of story. Riddick Bowe has a 7th round technical knockout, which should send him forward toward a heavyweight title matchup with Evander Holyfield. Low blow.
There it is. It was a low blow. It definitely was a low blow.
And Castillo tried to complain, and the referee didn't come to his rescue. And it's been happening all night, and I don't like it.
Mills Lane was behind Bowe. Bowe's big body apparently shielded him from seeing exactly where that punch landed. But you're right, it was below the belt. Not as far as Tierra del Fuego, but Mexico City anyway.
And it's been happening all night. He should have been protected a little bit more from that. Not to say he could have won this fight, but it just he wasn't attended to properly.
And now you can see Mills is looking and thinking, well, if he doesn't respond in 2 more punches, and there it was.
There you can see the uppercut that didn't get as far as the cut, just the upper.
And Riddick Bowe has been doing that all night. Go down to the booty and then back up to the head.
Of round number 7. The winner by TKO victory. Now moving up for the number 1 contendership in the WBA. Brooklyn's pride and joy, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. A bit of round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for a very game gentleman from Johannesburg, PIERRE COETZER.
That was a very, very hard fight. You took a lot of punches. Give us your impression of Riddick Bowe as he goes toward a shot at the heavyweight title.
Riddick Bowe is a very good fighter. You can't take away that from him. And I think he's got a very good chance against Evander Holyfield.
Was the low blow that led to the end of the fight as bad as the previous low blow? Were you about to complain to the referee again?
Yes, he caught me in the first. He caught me with a low blow, the first one. He caught me on the ear, and I can't still hear nothing. And the second time he caught me again low. And I still wanted to explain to the referee.
Do you think the fact that you were cut and bleeding led the referee to say, well, it's enough, you've been game, but you've taken enough punishment?
Well, I don't know. I was asked back to the referee.
Thank you for giving us a heck of a fight, PIERRE COETZER, and we want to see you again sometime.
Did Coetzer give enough of a good account of himself to remain a piece of the heavyweight puzzle for the next couple of years?
There's no doubt in my mind. He may have got a little shocked by being in this crowd, but let me tell you, Riddick Bowe is the man. I believe he can beat Evander Holyfield anytime, any place.
All right.